What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is David Heineman of Stay Safe Martial Arts, and this channel is all about self-defense tips, techniques, and fight breakdowns. And for today's video, we are going to go over what is included in my everyday carry. Now, when it comes to my everyday carry, I tend to just keep it very simple and straightforward. I'm not one to have an extravagant setup by any means. I tend to feel like a lot of people over-exaggerate the stuff that they carry on a day-to-day basis, you know, like multiple magazines, electrolytes, batteries, food and water at all times. Like, I live in the suburbs. There's not really much going on up here where I need to have that extravagant of a setup. If I'm going to like a city or somewhere where you're potentially at a little bit more risk for something, then I might swap some things out. Then maybe I'll add in an extra mag or two. Maybe I'll carry another blade. But overall, this is my day-to-day bag. I put everything into this fanny pack just so that it's an easy grab for me in the morning. So if I'm going to work, the gym, you know, whatever I have going on that day, I can grab it, just toss it in the car so it's with me. And then again, I can just wear it around my chest so that it's always accessible at all times. But like, that's it. Simple as that, nothing crazy. And then, you know, we'll touch upon a couple of things that I do with the vehicles itself. But, you know, in regards to what I actually have on my person, like, you know, a watch, shirt, you know, keep time. I've got my cell phone. I've got my car keys, whichever car I'm driving for the day. I've got my wallet. I feel like that's a pretty standard thing that everyone's going to carry at all times. I've got gum if you want to talk about like random items. I've got a pack of gum. I've got chapstick. I've got some pain medication. Just, you know, I get headaches a lot, so I have medicine for that. But in regards to like miscellaneous items, that's pretty much it. Now, if we're talking about tactical gear, right, the self-defense stuff that's going to keep me safe on the streets, I'm always going to have a blade of some sort. It's going to be fixed. It's not going to be foldable by any means. I've been carrying the Clinch Pick 2.0. This is from ShivWorks. Real nice blade. It's my go-to one. It's got a, you know, double edge, so blade in the front, blade in the back, obviously the point on top. I love carrying this thing. If you're wearing a belt especially, it can clip and hang right down here in the front. We actually are doing a full review on this, so I'll post a link down below. But yeah, it's a great knife to utilize. If I'm not carrying this one, I'm carrying the El Nino, which is also from ShivWorks. Both are great knives, and those are pretty much the only two that I'll interchange. The only reason that I will carry like the El Nino over this one is because that sheath actually clips your waistband, whereas this one wraps around your belt. So if I'm not wearing a belt, I'm wearing the El Nino and vice versa. But either way, I've always got a blade on me. I'm always carrying my firearm as long as I'm in an area where I can carry it. I've got the SIG 365X macro. It's a great firearm. Absolutely love this thing. I do have a 365X, but I did upgrade to the macro, and I absolutely love this thing. So yeah, these two, as long as I'm able to carry these where I'm at, I'm always going to have one or the other, if not both, on me at all times. I think that's just, you know, if you got it, you might as well wear it, right? Other tactical gear that I have a tourniquet. This is really the only medical gear that I actually carry on me. Now, both of my vehicles, mine and my wife's, are fully equipped with full trauma kit, med kits. Like, we have a whole setup in the car, so if something does happen, whether it's an accident, God forbid I have to use one of these items, like I have materials on me that I can access to treat myself and the wounded in the area if we need be. But when it comes to like me just walking around on a regular basis, shopping and whatnot, I simply just have a tourniquet. That's it. I also carry a flashlight because, yes, it's a great device to use for self-defense. Also, in case it gets dark and I need a light for whatever reason, it's good to have it. Am I using this on a regular basis? Absolutely not. But rather than me taking it in and out, in and out, in and out, again, I just toss it inside the fanny pack. It's always there if I need it. I don't have to worry about it, but do make sure that it actually has batteries, or if it needs to be charged, that you fully charge it. Now, pepper spray is something that I try to carry as much as possible on a regular basis. Lately, I've been carrying this discreet one from Saber. It's nice and tiny. I actually really like this guy because it is super small, so it's easy to carry, it's easy to conceal. If I'm not carrying the fanny pack and I want to put this in my pocket, you barely even notice it's there. But again, it has the same effect and strength as a normal size one. So you can check this out at Saber. Again, I'll post a link for this one down below. Use code STAYSAFE, save yourself a little bit of money on it as well. Now, the only other thing that I'll carry, which I feel in today's times is extremely underutilized, and you don't hear a lot of people talking about it or carrying it as much at all, is cash. And I usually will carry like a couple $100 on me. I feel too many people these days are dependent on just technology and the fact that they can pay with their phones or pay with their watch. They can use their credit cards, debit cards, which, yeah, it's great. I do it all the time, get the points, you know, miles, whatever. But what happens if you get yourself in an area where you can't use that? You know, if you're traveling out of country, which my wife and I try and do often, a lot of the places won't accept cards. So like, it's nice having cash on you. Or, you know, if there's a blackout or there's no power and you need something in an emergency, it's good to have cash on you. Not only that, but cash can get you out of a lot of tricky situations, we should say. Like, you know, someone's trying to hold you up, whatever, just toss some cash and just kind of get out of there, so you don't have to resort to using violence or anything to protect yourselves, right? So cash can get you out of a lot of tricky situations. It's accepted worldwide. So again, I just think it's something that's kind of underutilized. But that's it. Like, this is my everyday carry. As I've mentioned, like, literally everything fits inside this fanny pack. You know, I can sit here, I can zip it up, I can throw it over my shoulders here. I've got everything I need, you know, my phone, I can stick into my pocket, you know, gun I can attach on my appendix, a knife I attack on my other side of the appendix, you know, so I carry both in the front, appendix carry style, and you're good to go. Like this is it. I don't need anything much past this. Like I said, if I'm going to an area that requires a little bit more for whatever reason, again, if it's a riskier area, a bit more of a sketchy area type thing, then yeah, I might throw in an extra mag or two. I might carry like an out the front blade in my pocket or something. But other than that, like what I'm actually putting inside my fanny pack on a day-to-day basis, I'm not really changing that much at all. So I don't think you need to either. But let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think about my carry. Let me know what you carry down below in the comments. I'm always intrigued to see what other people are carrying, especially depending on what state you're from or what country you're from. So let me know in the comments what your everyday carry is, and we'll see you next time. Stay safe.